Hi. So, my name is Tobin. This is, I think, my second time trying to record this. I got like 7 minutes into the first one, and then my friend's dog knocked over the lamp and the camera. So, I had to start all over again. But anyway, I'm nervous and rambly and awkward and all of that. This is my first time posting anything on YouTube about anything, and I've sort of been looking online and checking out other posts from people who are trans or trans questioning or just queer, gender queer in any way, and I've just been looking at them because I recently came out, well, on actually a couple weeks back on National Coming Out Day. I decided to come out to my friends about the fact that I am transgendered. I'm a woman biologically, but I don't feel like one. I mean, I don't know. I imagine what other people feel like. I also don't feel really masculine. Like, I feel kind of in the middle. But, I feel more comfortable in guy clothing and with short hair and, smelling like a guy. I'm trying to grow like my leg hair and my armpit hair, and like it's all weird. It's all really weird because I can't tell for me in a lot of ways like what feels male as opposed to what I perceive male to be. Like there's a little crossover about some cultural stuff, like some machismo and stuff. That I don't have. I'm a really sensitive guy, or sensitive woman. I'm a sensitive guy. So the transition is brand new for me. It's brand new for me to start telling people this. I've known for a long time, and nobody that I've told was really shocked. It was like, well, we knew you liked women. We knew you were, like, particularly masculine, but, I don't think they kind of understood that. I just feel, I think the word is dysphoric. I just don't feel connected to my body. And, Jay's put on this other thing about how, if there's a middle ground, why is there no, like, you can become a man, you can become a woman, but where's the middle ground, and that's kind of how I feel, too, which is that, there's a lot of implications with going all the way through it. There's a lot of implications with taking testosterone. Like, in a lot of ways, feels like I'm completely changing who I am, but I'm not. Like, internally, spiritually, I'm still the same person. Externally, I just want to feel safe in this world. I'm tired of when I walk into the ladies' room, people, telling me I'm in the wrong bathroom. Which, I mean, I get it, but it's like, it hurts every time because it just makes me feel like I don't fit, and it makes me feel like I'm in danger, like something could happen because I don't fit, and I don't think that that's too far off, It also makes me feel stupid because I'm like, hey, there's a lady she's wearing a skirt on the little sign, like, I see that, like, I can read. It makes me so mad. But then I don't want to use the men's room because, I feel like I'm sort of flamboyant, for a guy, and I don't want to go in there and, like, not pass and, like, get messed with. It scares me, At my school, they're making all these gender-neutral bathrooms. A friend of mine at school is coming out, and he came out, and he's transitioning, and he started his testosterone and all of that, and it's been an amazing process to watch him grow, and even more so to watch him stand up for who he is, and, go into the school, and, and try to get gender-neutral bathrooms and gender-neutral housing, and just, like, a vocabulary for it in the school, and, I just give him a lot of credit. It's hugely dynamic, I don't know how much of an activist I have it in me to be, but, it's kind of like a quiet movement for me. Like, I'm lucky. I'm really lucky with the friends that I have. I'll give you a little background. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I got sober about 4.5 years ago. And so I have made all these friends in the journey who have gone through hell and back. And I have a lot of friends who've been sober for a handful of years, a good amount of time. And they've sort of given up a lot of that judgment and resentment and fear and all that stuff that that I'm scared of coming from other people. Like, I have some amazingly open-minded friends, and I'm deeply fortunate, I'm deeply fortunate because having been sober for a little while, I was able to kind of understand why I drank so much and why I used so much, and a lot of it was because of this. It's pretty normal to feel outside of yourself, but even staying sober and working on stuff and trying to accept myself, there's still that piece of difference, and I don't want to feel unique. I want to fit in. I want to not fit in, but I want to be a part of, a contributing part of. But I feel like I have a lot of these factors that make me stand out, and so now I'm just looking at that. I'm just looking at what's comfortable and what's not. I'm trying to get people to use male pronouns, and I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet, but I've switched my name. My birth name, my female name, is Amanda Rose, and I've had all my friends call me Mandy for a while, which felt more like me than Amanda, but just still didn't feel right. The name Tobin that I've picked is a Gaelic name, and it means God is good. And for me, that's a really important distinction that I tell people. Like, when I tell them, hey, I've chosen the name Tobin, I haven't gotten it legally changed yet, but my plan is to kind of research that and, go from there. And I've luckily had some friends put in my life who are going through that or have gone through that and can help me out, right in my area, which, a lot of people don't have. But the YouTube, it's just amazing that people have had it in them to reach out in this, in that capacity, and I'm really grateful for the people who've done that. So Tobin means God is good in Gaelic, which is big for me because I'm hugely Irish, in case you can't tell by all this paleness going on, and the freckles and the tiny ears. And oh yeah, we don't leave home without our colada rings. Sidebar. So anyway, the hell. Oh, what I feel about it is that, regardless of what box I fit in, there is this deeper sense to me. Regardless of what my body looks like, there's this deeper sense to me. And for me, I don't want to get to that point of where I push everybody out and only focus on intolerance and fighting intolerance. I want to work at incorporation and acceptance and equanimity and openness about all of this stuff. I think it's a spiritual thing for me. It's a spiritual centered thing for me, and I don't think that I don't think that I could do this without the love and support of my friends, which to me is God. Not to bring religion into it, but the emphasis of that point being that Tobin, to say God is good, is daring. It's daring to people who don't understand, God hates, the queers. But for me, it's saying, there's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with me. That I am completely as I am, and that's okay. And if I my friends have been amazing. If I make the decision to go on testosterone, that'll just be further part of who I am, further part of my journey. But I just don't know, at this point. I'm just kind of taking it a second at a time, a minute at a time, a day at a time, just trying to sort things out. The hard part is that, and I should wrap this up because this is extensively long. The hard part is that my birth name was given to me by my parents, clearly, and my mom passed on about 9 years ago. And I don't have a whole lot of memorabilia. I do have facial similarities. I look a lot like my mom, and I do have the name that my mom gave me, which was, she chose Amanda Rose, and also Rose is my grandmother's name is Rosemary, so Rose is a family name. So it's I don't want to break off from them, and break off from that. And I certainly don't want to be well, thanks Mom, but screw you. So that's a consideration. And when I came out to my sister, I didn't come out to many people, family-wise, because I don't know how that's going to work. But my sister and I have been close my whole life, and she's just amazing beyond, I just can't explain it. Hi.